I would take you to a few instances. Right, one is Kargil, right? So Kargil actually accelerated many of the conversations around defense manufacturing and internationalization. So that's when in 2001, when the sector was actually opened, right? So there was a causation and an effect towards it. Uh, Galwan and the present sort of crisis, in my opinion, have given the next set of boost that is required. In the media, you would have seen that many media channels, they said that the Indian manufacturing is coming of age and this and that, and this is the moment manufacturing is going to grow. But I would tend to mildly disagree on that because this happened 20 years ago. I mean, we started into actually 2001 and 2, and we have been growing. And I think there should be a course for VCs to also understand the defense ecosystem. I think many of the VCs still don't understand the defense ecosystem in depth because it is complex. It is not easy. How the MOD operates, how the Army operates, how the Air Force and Navy operate. Then the DPS is operated in a different way. DRDOs operates in a different way, and all of them have a very unique business opportunity if you go by their own systems also. So the system is complex. So for a VC, if I'm now in my role in Singapore, in Singapore you throw a stone and there's a VC. So conversing with all of them over here, the learning that I have had also is that if I'm spending 100 crores or 200 crores or even 50 crores on any sort of business opportunity, I need to know where my return is coming from. In defense, that is not very clear when and how it will come. But if you understand the ecosystem and how it works, then putting in that money will be much easier. For example, if I was a VC, if I know that once an AON is announced, after 6 months, the RFI will come. After that, the RFQ will come. Then the trials will happen. After trials, an order is given. Now, I know that, okay, this is the process, there's the money I need to put in this, and this may be the returns that come out of it. Then decision making just becomes easier. And this is just one aspect that I'm sharing. There are multiple aspects that the VCs and the ecosystem players need to know as to how the Indian defense ecosystem operates. It is very different from US DoD. It is very different from France. It is very different from the UK. And I've worked with all three governments. So our system is unique because of our history. I don't dismiss it, but it is how it is. And the ecosystem is working on refining it. But that being said, to really get investment into the sector, I feel the more outreach should be towards the VCs to make them understand on what's going on. Until that happens, I don't think we would get the required amount of impetus that is there. I know for a fact many of my startups, and in fact SIDM has a startup forum also. We started a few years ago. Uh, Many of my startups, they actually go to investors and teach them about the defense ecosystem on their own, right? And I know some of our startups, while they were in this phase, I won't disclose the names, now they have gone into major IPOs, on how they were doing it initially. So they were all, explaining the system, the process, what is. It takes a lot of time. But if you have a system where, the VCs are
Yeah.
tuned what's happening, then it's much, much easier.